We're going to start this video off talking about the Season 8 Arena Preseason Tournament, as this is the first tournament of Fortnite Season 8. Then we're going to progress and spend most of this video talking about the FNCS format, the prize pool, the dates and times, and all the major changes that are going to be happening to FNCS this season. This is a very important video if you do want to progress your Fortnite career and focus on doing well in FNCS, so I do suggest you to stay tuned throughout the whole video. Then after we're done talking about FNCS, I'm going to progress and start talking about all of the skin tournaments and, the alternate tournaments such as DreamHack. Then I'm going to be focusing at the very end of this video on the console cups that, are going to be eventually coming out on console. So as we all know, Fortnite Season 8 is currently in the preseason stage. This just means it's kind of a build up before comp starts and before the arena points get reset. Now, one thing that I noticed in the kind of patch notes of competitive is this last bit on this paragraph right now. He says, we're also adding a preseason warm-up test tournament which will simulate a single FNCS qualifier weekend on September 24th to 26th. This is the weekend that's coming up right now. And what's very important is that it's an FNCS format. So it's basically a dummy run for FNCS. And this is really good on Epic's behalf because it's allowing Epic to know if the meta is suitable for an FNCS styled format, or if they may need to make adjustments to the loot pool, nerf some weapons, buff some weapons. All around, I suggest you play it because it's going to give you a feel for what FNCS is going to be like. But now, let's actually talk about FNCS. It says FNCS Season 8, whatever, will begin on October 14th. So October 14th is when it starts. And it says, while we made very few changes to FNCS in Season 7, we'll be making several changes in Season 8. This FNCS season, there will only be 2 qualifiers, followed by 1 week of competition, including semifinals and finals. So let's break it all down. It just says here, the dates for the Middle East region will be 1 day earlier than what's listed here. So what is listed here is October 15th to 17th and October 22nd to 24th. So if you're Middle East, pay attention to that. Well, let's actually dive into this, right? It says we've cut back on the number of qualifiers and increased the number of teams that directly qualify for finals. So now the top 5 teams, previously was top 3, from each qualifier will skip the semifinals and advance straight to the finals. I think this is all around a good decision. It just means that you have to be playing very good on the day because you don't get that extra chance to qualify again. So I'm just going to leave it at that and move on to the next piece because we have a lot of information to get through. This is a meaningful change as there is typically a clear points drop off on the leaderboards of each qualifier after the top 5. And fewer qualifiers allows the best teams that have directly qualified to the finals to not miss out on a pinnacle competition for a longer length of time. A shorter FNCS season is also necessary to accommodate for the additional end of year FNCS event and other competitive offerings. So basically they're saying they want FNCS to be even more competitive and they're forcing players to play better in a shorter period of time. And on top of that, it's because they want to bring out more tournaments. And we're going to be talking about the tournament that they're going to be bringing out. And it's very similar to FNCS and a lot of people are going to enjoy it. It's going to be probably more competitive than FNCS in my opinion. Let's go on. It says the semifinals will be from October 28th to 29th. So semifinals will also work slightly different this season because we took a close look at the previous season's reboot rounds and really enjoyed how they played out in regions that had a full 6 matches after disbands. Achieving a victory royale in any tournament match is a pinnacle Fortnite achievement. We're excited to deliver more victory royale focused action this season. Basically, they're hinting that the format is going to be changed to a more placement heavy format. So be prepared to be, in laggy lobbies. So start practicing scrims right now. It would be my recommendation. Now, we'll be getting a bit more sweaty as we only take the top 66. And it was previously 99 teams in series points, which is 2 heats in each region. Day 1 will consist of 4 matches in each heat. The top 4 teams in each heat after day 1 will advance to the finals. The remaining teams from each heat will be seeded on their performance and reshuffled into new heats for day 2. Day 2 of semifinals will essentially function the same way as reboot round from past seasons. There will be 6 games in each heat, so 12 total games. The winner of each games will advance to the finals. I don't know how people are going to be feeling about that because it makes it a lot harder to get in through those semis, but when you're in, I feel like it's going to be a lot more easier than it previously was. Next slide. It says, as the semifinals progress across the 2 days with these changes, all participating teams are never out of the running. The map and contested POIs will dynamically open up as more and more teams advance out after each match, leading to a more neutral crescendo for players and fans. Teams in the moment early game decisions matter more during the duration of these new semi-finals. So Basically, it's saying they're doing it to allow the map, I guess, to open up so you have more freedom in your POI because it's going to be less contested. So I'm not mad at that. I don't think I'll be making it anywhere near the semi-finals, but I will be coaching the semi-finals and VOD reviewing them heavy on the channel and over on Twitch live. So it's definitely a good decision that if you have not subscribed, definitely subscribe, because I am your Fortnite coach and I will help you get better every single day. So let's keep moving, right? FNCS finals will kick off on the 30th and run through till the 31st. It says the FNCS finals will remain the same as it has for the entire year, with one caveat. 2 days of competition with 6 games each day. The top performing team at the end of day 2 will be crowned FNCS champion. However, unlike in past FNCS finals, the top 3 teams from each region will not receive automatic advancement to the next season's FNCS finals. A new year means a fresh start for everyone. So this means basically if you win FNCS, there's no free pass for the next FNCS. You have to start from scratch. And I think this is a great change because it's going to allow a lot more top tier players to get in and move their way up the ranks. And it's going to lead to a lot of new people breaking out and making a career in Fortnite. Moving on though, prize pool. The prize pool will stay exactly the same as it has in Chapter 2 Season 7. Here's how the $3 million shared prize pool is broken down per region. EU is going to come in at first with the most amount of money, being $1,351,000, which is a lot of money. NA East, $635,000. BR Brazil would be $428,000. North America West would have $222,000. Asia would have $150,000. ME, I have no clue what region this is, bro. Someone's going to have to let me know down below. But they have 122,000, and then Oceanic will have 90,000. So, again, EU, bro, if you don't be surprised if you see some of your favorite American pro players over on EU because of that prize pool increase. Moving on, though, FNCS Grand Final event. Now, this is what I was talking about at the start when I said this is a new kind of thing that they were making room for after FNCS. So, let me take a deep breath so I can get through this whole paragraph. Mark your calendars. The FNCS Grand Royale with $5 million on the line will be held over the course of a 2-week span starting on November 12th. That's just 2 weeks after the FNCS Season 8 finals. Any eligible player who has made a single lobby round of FNCS Round 4, which is an FNCS qualifier, semi-finals or finals, this year may take a trio to the event. We'll have more information on the rules and the format later this season, so be on the lookout for that blog. Again, subscribe because I will break down that blog when it does drop. Obviously, it's not going to be for a few months, so think ahead. But with that said, basically means if you've played and qualified, I think, in semis and stuff like that, you'll be straight into this tournament and nobody else can get in. So keep playing in FNCS because even if you get final or semi-finals and stuff like that, round 4, I'm not sure what this terminology means. But if you do okay in FNCS and you don't do insane enough to go through to finals or semi-finals, I'm pretty sure it means you should be able to go through to this Grand Royale event. If someone does comment below what this, I guess, terminology means, please, I will pin it at the top for anybody else who needs help with it. Arena changes. We noticed the changes we made to the scoring system last season allowed players to gain Champion League even faster than before. With Champion League as the qualification metric to most of our competitive events, we want the achievement to hold more value. We'll be making more adjustments to this season to make it more challenging to get Champion League so quickly. We can't point to a date just yet, but our intention is to explore a fill option for Arena at a later point in Season 8. Once this test goes live, we'll let you know. So, Season 8, the matchmaking fill options did just go live the other day as of making this video. So, that's already out, so there will be more news in the coming days about this. So, I don't have them yet. They've probably already been released as of me putting this video out. I will make another video when the shift happens, and I'll be putting out the best placement methods or W key methods depending on what the format is looking for. You know, for the fastest way to get champs, bro. I got you covered, man. Moving on. Other competitive offerings. We'll continue our regular cadence of cash cups, limited time modes in Season 8. Trios cash cups and trios hype cups on Mondays. New duo hype cups on Fridays and solo cash cups on Sundays with limited time mode tournaments sprinkled around. So they're just going to be random. DreamHack Cash Cup extras are scheduled for October 6th, November 3rd and December 1st. With our tight schedule for Season 8, the NA East and EU DreamHack Open featuring Fortnite is scheduled for October 7th to 10th. More information on that event will be made available as DreamHack's website at a later date. So again, I got you covered with them. Console only events. Following the FNCS finals, console players will have the opportunity to earn a share of the $250,000 prize pool in the Console Champions Cup on the November 5th to November 7th. The cup will run just like it has the past 2 seasons. In addition to the Console Champions Cup, we plan to hold console-specific tournaments where players can go head-to-head against each other on the same console machine. We'll share more details about our plans for those at a later date. Focus on the terminology they used, same console machine. So it won't just be like a console platform. It'll be like an Xbox specific tournament or a PlayStation specific tournament and so on. Moving on to the next thing. Other offerings. There's still more to come that we aren't quite ready to talk about, including a new series of outfit cups. Expect a packed schedule this season, this competitive season, as we'll be sure to inform you of all the tournament offerings as more details are ready to be shared. Thank you for making this competitive year one of the best yet, and we're looking forward to seeing you compete in Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8. And with that said, that's the end of this video, so I'll have a video on screen right now that will obviously help you get better at Fortnite. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you're subbed. I'm out of here.